Hey guys, this is for the guy that bought this off of me. I'm going to tear this whole thing down so he has an idea how to put it back together, at least the way I had it put together flying it. Alright, so first I had these for laying the lines in. You know, they bend out of the way real easy, so you don't get anything hung up on them as easy. So, you know, you lay your lines in when you're getting ready to take off, and that's what these were for. So I'm going to take them off, and I'll wrap them up on a pole. Oh, also, you were asking about A-assist lines. I was trying to set up some A-assist lines with these and these guys right here, but it just wasn't working. What it needs to be is up in the air more. So if they were like a foot up in the air, if you were to put like a aluminum bar, put a foot in the air, and then have this on there, it would work then as an A-assist. So that's really all you need to do is that. Only reason I didn't do that is because it kind of freaks me out having this long metal object that if you crash could bend in and stab you in the face. It's the only reason I didn't bother. So I'll put them, I'll throw them in, you know when I package this all up. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. There's one on both sides. There you go. I just wrapped them right there for you. Now I've got zip ties holding this net on all the way around the net. I'm going to unzip tie, I'm going to cut all the zip ties off of this, and then I'll give you a quick how you actually lay it back on there and zip tie it back up. Basically you would just lay it out like this. I fold it in half. That finds your center. It's going to be somewhere like this. So then you're going to take your center you found, you're going to lay it up on the machine and zip tie it to the very center of this. The center is zip tied down like this, right there. You can work your way down the top all the way around from center towards the outside until you've got it all the way tight on the back, on the back side, and then you go to the inside corners and you find spots to zip tie it on the inside as well, so that it pulls the whole net. You want the net tight, and that's pretty much it. That's how I put it on. Each of these connections there's a push button where you can push that in. You're gonna need a pair of pliers or something, but see, each of them have a push button. It pushes in and this pole slides out. Same on the inside. It's got the little push buttons, just like if you were to put, see, it pushes in, and then this whole pole will slide out. So I think when I get the round part apart, I think there's something that connects them together. So the round piece is all kind of connected together but folds up. We'll find out in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect all these center poles out of here, but like, again, it's got a little push button on the top and the bottom. It's not that hard. It's not a big deal to disassemble this and reassemble it. I'm not going to disconnect the outsides, just going to do the inside. See, it's a little push button and it slides out of the hole. I'm just going to do the insides. I think all this folds up together like it is, so we'll find out. Alright, so the engine is held to the frame with Velcro, and I know it sounds crazy, but this thing it's not going to go anywhere. It's down tight on everywhere. But I got these two Velcro pieces here that are covering, and these are rated for serious weight, and this is totally okay, I promise you. Plus you're strapped to the chute. The engine fell off, which is not going to happen because all the force is just going this way. There is no upward force on this at all. But if it was to fall off, you'd still be safe with your stuff, but it's not going to fall off. You're going to be fine. I'm just getting these off so I can get to those buttons there and here. I'm going to get these two off. I've got all of them but one of them disconnected, and then the bottom one over here, you see the bottom is just a spike that slides into there. So that's how that's going to actually come apart. It's just a spike. And then I got the one more push button push it in, and I need both hands. Push it in, slide it out, and then this is all apart. Now you see, this has a string that holds it together. So we're just gonna basically split it apart and fold it up. I think that these have to come off somewhat as well. One will come out this side. You'll get it to a point here where you have to rotate it, and then it slides right off. And you're gonna split this in the middle. Actually, before you split it in the middle, this one's gonna have to slide all the way down to the end. Off, you know, you just gotta rotate it around till it wiggles right on out. Let's see, let's get a couple of these guys off. You see there's an angle on this, so this one goes on, the one side, and you'll figure it out. The one goes on one side and the other goes on the other side. And this one all folds together. See the string. I'm going to tape all these together in a little bundle like that. You know, just going to stack them all like that and tape them together. So we're already a little bit further down in size. Them taped together, and then there's a few spare bits that I got when I got this. I'm going to tape them on the outside of the full bundle so that you've got them as well. I've gotten those pipes all wrapped up. I'm going to disconnect the engine. I have one Velcro up here on this piece. You see, this is the old frame. You can buy a new frame. It comes from England, I think, France, one or the other. And you can do it. If you get a new frame, you got to make sure you get the one that's for electric start and stuff like that. I just put it on this Skyjacker. I forget what kind of frame this is. I put it on this. It just bolted it right to it. You know, you see how it bolted right through the pipe, and it worked out fine. This Velcro strap off of here. This one's really not any kind of hold it down kind of thing. This is really just I figured the more I keep the vibration down, it was all it was. Just trying to keep the vibration down. You don't want parts falling off as you're flying, you know. And I've got a bunch down here. I got two on this side, two in this front or in the back, and then two on this side. Gonna undo all of those. You see there, strapped frame to frame, frame to frame. Held it down nice and tight. I mean, even right now, it's still tight. You know, you got that little bit of vibration I was talking about. Just keep that down. I strapped it down. Plus, I had where these were, I had two straps here too. It really held it on tight. Got all the bottoms off. I got one more here that went right down. It was wrapped around the fuel line, frame, and everything. It held the fuel line in place. You can do it just on the frame or whatever, but you know, it's still held down. I've got it all unstrapped, and it's still just that one is really holding it down. All right, I'm going to undo this one. Pulled it off, set it there. See, there's the frame. Pull it off. This is top heavy, so it will not sit on this base. It'll flop right over and break something, just so you know. I'm going to take the prop off of this and tape it together. I'll go through that with you. Yeah. I'm going to drain all the gas out too. Looks like I had some water build up in there from freaking sitting in my carport. I'll make sure all that's drained off. I'm going to go ahead and take the prop off. It's 6 Allens. Let me see what size they are. They are 5mm. I'm going to take these out. Got them all out. This is one of my pre-flight inspections, just so you know. Just make sure they're tight before you fly. Pop this right on off. That off. I'm going to go ahead and put this plate back on, line everything up, and just put the bolts back in, you know, where they go, so that it, you know, you've got all these pieces. All right, I've got all that back on. I'm going to go ahead and drain off the gas that's in this tank real quick. I gotta sit up on a table and drain it off. But I'm going to show you how to do the carb here in a second too. Just let me get this gas drained out. I'm going to take this air filter. This is just the air screen. I was going to put a bit of stockings over it to kind of filter out more. But that's what it is. Take this off, a little flathead screw or the Phillips head screwdriver right here. Just get that loosened up and take it off. I'm going to leave this off shipping so it doesn't stick out so far. So I'll put it over, the other stuff here. Bottom of the carburetor, bottom of the carburetor of the bowl. We're going to just go ahead and pop this off. Just pry it out a little bit. Get that off. And then this whole bowl will come right off. There may be gas in it. Boom, just like that. So the floats are in here. It's not dirty. I'd kept it pretty clean. That's what I do, pull this off. Right here, this is like a screen filter. We're gonna spray through this jet with carb cleaner. Where's the primer balls over here? You'll see that this will actually flow through what's left of the fuel inside the carburetor. If I hold this float shut, I'll do it with the hand with the camera. You'll see that it won't let it through. Let me see if I can get an angle. I can't get an angle. There. If I hold this shut, it won't let the fuel through. I can't show you because I don't have enough hands. But the main thing that you want to keep clean is this jet right here. Use a can of carb cleaner or brake cleaner with the straw and just squirt through that. And that's it. You'll be fine. It'll run perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and squirt through this. You'll also rinse out the bottom of the bowl. There's nothing in there. It's just the gas was turning bad, so I wanted to drain it all off. It sat, since I was putting it up for sale, it sat for a long time. So I'm going to rinse throughout this carburetor real quick. Nice and cleaned out. Same with the bowl. It's nice and cleaned out. We're going to stick the bowl right back on. See, there's a little brass nipple at the back there. Sticks right in there. Like that. Slides right into place. And then the clamp back on. That's how you, I'm going to need a screwdriver to do that. But that's how you clean out your car. Very simple. Like that. So it's ready to rock and roll now. You're good to go. You put this thing in, and battery might be a little low. I think it still works. It was a brand new battery like 4 months ago. So just haven't been using it. So put it on a charger or whatever. This is fresh gas in it, primer ball. And you got on-off switch. I got a whole nother video on my channel that shows the starting process of this thing. So make sure you watch that video too. Alright, so this thing's ready to be packaged up. I gotta find a pallet that's short enough for that. Let me go ahead and show you the wheels on this thing. So flip this guy right on up. Do the front wheels. I'll measure it off. We'll see how long this thing really is. If it's possible to leave this together. I don't know. But you pull that pin right on out. And then this wheel will come right out. You just got to twist it back and forth and pull it. You see it's coming. Much easier with two hands, but that's how all 4 tires go. And then once you get this out, put the pin right back in. Back in it so that you don't lose it. I do have a spare one right here. It'll be in this as well. So I'm going to take off the other 4 tires. Go from there. Longer ones with the fins go on the rear, so you know. going to take the seat off. It's 4 bolts. There's one missing. I didn't notice that until I just flipped it up. But it's 7/16, both front and back. Taking those 4 off, I'm going to take the seat and just I'm just going to take the freaking seat out of this, I guess. I got the seat off. Seat belts. I'm going to show you how this is strapped in best I can. I'm going to just take the strap out of here. This is just to take up the slack, I believe. This first piece. Get it out. It just comes right out. And then I think these ones here I can just loosen up a little bit on each side, and when I unbolt this part of the frame, these should slide right on out of there. So like that one's already there. So when I take these 2 out and split the frame, those should go just fine. These ones here don't look like they're gonna just come out. Actually, you know what? When these ones come out, I'm gonna leave these ones right here. I'll roll it all up and I'll tape it off at the bottom of this one. So these will slide right off of here, and then I'll I'll slide them out of each side of the seat, and I'll roll them up and tape them off to the back pole here. 5mm Allen, 7/16. We got 4 points we're gonna go through right now. We got here, here, and then I'm gonna do the front piece there and there. That'll split it in half, enough for me to get these guys out. 5mm is too large for the Allen. I just found out 4mm is too small. It'd be like 4.5 or whatever this Allen is right here. I don't know why they couldn't just use the same sizes. I'll just tape this Allen wrench right to the frame for you once I get everything torn apart, and you'll have it. So fighting with this for a little while, I'll get these ones to spread out, and it'll push these ones down in, and get these ones to spread out, you know, like they are right now. I can't see them like that, and it pushes those ones in. So what I'm going to do is I got a few other places to separate. I got these 2 here and these 2 here. I'm going to take all those 4 out as well, and hopefully they make it easier to take this all apart. Alright, so this one won't fit. This won't fit through the hole of the chair, so I gotta take this strap off. I'm pretty sure I just pull this through. The strap will go right through here. I'm gonna pull on it, and to flatten this out, I'm gonna take this bolt and this bolt out, this one and this one, and undo that. I think I can just bend it down once I undo those 2 bolts, make it flat. I don't know, maybe I gotta take this bracket off too. I have no idea. This has been a real joy so far. Wonder if I can just stack this on a pallet just the way it is. Fuck, what a pain in the... Alright, let me get on to the next thing. Packaging is going to be a whole nother deal. I think I'm going to strap this down like this, and then just start stacking everything around it, strapping it down, you know, taping it together and strapping it all down until I've got a nice square bundle right here. So we're looking at, hold on, let me measure. So we're looking at 44 inches long by 40 inches wide by 24 inches high. That's what we're looking at. So far, this is what I got. I've gotten this broken down, all wrapped up, taped up, and then we got it leaned against the side. I got this strapped down to the pallet a little bit. I'm going to do more strapping. Seat set on top to protect some of the components. This piece here is stubborn. These 2 pipes frozen solid in there. I got them broken free to where you can lift them up, line up the hole, put the bolt in it. But I'm not going to try to even take them out. I just got them flattened down. It's going to go on the other side. I've got a couple of pipes still here and here. I'm going to tape all of them together and get them in there somewhere, taped down. I still got to get the prop packaged up. I need to get some shrink wrap. I'm going to have to go to Home Depot and get some shrink wrap. And then I've got all the used tires and all the tires that are still on their shafts. So I got to go on that somehow. Right. So you're getting an idea of what we got going on here. We'll do it a little bit at a time. Alright, so this piece right here is the foot bar that goes on the passenger seat that goes in the front. Here. Goes on this seat right here. You know, it's the foot piece for this seat right here. Alright, so now I got all these frame pieces on this side, the seat up top. It's going to be a little bit more than 24 inches, what I told you earlier. I'll have to re-message you and everything. Now I've drilled some holes. I've got one ratchet strap on there holding the thing on, but drilled some holes. I've gotten these hooks. I'm going to put them in and start strapping stuff down. I'm just going to get these in there nice and tight. So we've got the frame pieces in, tires on. I've got to, you know, shrink wrap everything to make sure there's no loose this and that. So I bought a roll of shrink wrap right here. I'm going to wrap it around, like, you know, around the outsides of it. Then I'm going to take, I am going to cut off the extra of this pallet, you know, the excess of this. But I'm going to take, before I do that, I'm going to slide around, lean it up onto this pole right here so it's up in the air. And then I'm going to wrap around like this a bunch of times to get this thing really just sealed in tight and not going anywhere. Here, before I do that, there's your Allen. Here's your Allen. I'll tape it to this bowl right here. I'll tape it right to the bottom of the paramotor. Alright, so I got it wrapped down this much. I'm going to take and lean this up against the pole now and shrink wrap around it really well. Use up pretty much all the rest of the shrink wrap. That'll help hold it down on there. I mean, I've got straps and the hooks, you see. I got them. I mean, it's all held down pretty good, but, you know, it's just, I bought the roll. I'm going to use it up and really shrink wrap this thing down. Strapped down pretty good. She ain't going nowhere. I'm going to shrink wrap the hell out of her. Final product. I ended up not using that whole roll. There is a lot more on there than I thought. This is on there nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. I got wrapped around the whole pallet. They can still get their forks in. This is your prop right here, wrapped in blanket and everything. It's on there. I got a little sign on top. Do not stack anything on top. It's about as good as I can do you for. Final measurements. It's... Oh, wait a minute. I'll do it again. Mom, your tape measure again, please. It was 45, 44. And let me see what the top is. 31 height. I'm going to send you a picture and text you. Alright, guy. Hope this helped you. Anybody else that watched this, hope you enjoyed it. This actually took me a good 8 to 10 hours. For anybody else that's watching this, so you want to know how long it took. Alright, boss. I'll message you right now. Peace.